Hello! Welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West. Just kidding. Welcome everybody to the stream. Ooh, look at that. You can bring this bitch in. Welcome everybody to the stream. The weekly update, week 35. Do you like seeing the little robot cock? What's up, Polly? What's up, Pegs? What's up, Shadow? Yeah, man, you just don't care about your skill points, man. I mean, even the people at the top don't really care about how many that you get. They get to 8,500 or whatever in the next quit.
God damn!
What the fuck? Oh, it's playing a. It was playing a video on VLC. That's funny. But they were all silent until I said, "Goddamn." I'm quitting, but I'm still gonna watch Clans. You're quitting, man? Come on. There's okay, so when you first, I don't like this because the light gets on my face. So when you first start out playing, there's gonna be some decks that beat you because your cards aren't gonna be able to handle them. If you go up against somebody with a high level Manbear Pig and you don't have Unholy Combustion or Transmog to deal with it, I mean, you could get fucked up. Now, you just have to understand that later on, once you start playing the game more and you get on to the later on, one, you'll see cards like that less because they're really not that good. And two, it'll start getting to the point where you could just drop a couple assassins out and the assassins will deal with Manbear Pig. Or, you know, you drop a tank plus an assassin, or, you know, you learn how to deal with all these different cards. But even if you know how to deal with those cards, sometimes your levels won't let you. You know, if you have a level 3 common assassin and you're trying to deal with Manbear Pig level 2 and they get one shot, like you're gonna have trouble. So I would suggest always have a removal in your deck, either running Mystic or Transmog, always, until you get to the point where your card levels can stand on their own without removal like that. Otherwise, a Grand Wizard Cartman, a Manbear Pig is gonna destroy you. But have faith, man. Just have fun. Don't worry about your skill points. Get your lockers, have some fun, play different decks, drop your rank. Who cares? Just have a good time. And eventually, your deck will start getting more competitive and more competitive as you get those epic drops, and then you start having even more fun. I've converted another to using Warboy Visitors. Warboy's a good fucking time, man. It's a good fucking time. I want to thank everybody for stopping by to the weekly update, week 35. That kind of rhymed.
Shenanigans! Shenanigans!
Shenanigans! Peg subscribed, a year watching. Over a year? Okay, I suppose you probably didn't subscribe immediately. That's incredible, Cap. Over a year. Sub loot box going to Capium. Make sure you get yours. Exclamation point Prime. Check it out in chat. Luca, what's up? Polly's here. What else? Godly JC's here, of course. Capium, Shadow Tash. Everybody else say what's up. Cat Spray's here. Pegs is here. What is going on, everybody? I've been using them a long time. Warboy became my boy back when they first started. Yep. He's good. JC, Glenn and I were talking in Elderfield about how we like you. That's good. That's a good point. We're like, we love how enthused he is. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna quit. And it's like, ah, fuck. Bro, I've been grinding all day and I've gone down 132 and then so, oh dude, that doesn't even matter. Who cares? Dude, I lose 132 in one game sometimes. Dude, it fucking happens. It doesn't matter. What's the difference between if you're 3,000 and 3,100? That don't matter, man. Don't worry about that shit. Warboy going to 3 cost is massive. Yeah, it is. I honestly forgot he was ever 4 cost. He was 4 cost? God, what a shitty card. Look at the nice blue bucket now. Yeah, Capium's got the blue bucket. Yeah, eventually the epics will start flowing, man. Don't you worry. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to the weekly update. I hope you guys are excited for this one. We got quite a substantial dev update to go through, so that'll be exciting to go through that. I have 9 Team Wars games to go through with you guys. All 9 of them are wins, including the Adventure Lock and Moody, which granted there were some adventure cards that were leveled, you know, so they were pretty good. but some of them are fucking base level, right? So I should have gotten my ass kicked a couple times, but man, they were good games. It's gonna be fun to watch those ones. Is this the WoW launch stream? That's funny. But we're gonna watch some Team Wars games. Then we're gonna go through this Team Wars deck. We're gonna go through the results from last week. The results from last week's Team Wars, and then we're going to go through the dev update, which we'll talk about the new card and everything. The only good part about today is that I pulled the 6 element from 1,000 ticket pack. Damn, that's good, dude. I've never gotten a legend from 1,000 ticket from a PvP ticket pack. That's sick, man. Are any of the matches good or all just potatoes? One of them was somebody from Casa. All of the like Moody and Adventure Lock ones were really good games. I think the first. No, I mean I only scored 111, so one of them had to have been a 1 bar. Or 2 bar? I don't know. We'll look at that. I think I had a weekend where I pulled like 10 epics and 5 legends over Thanksgiving. Don't mug me, bitch. Everybody has an off week. 9 battles. Damn, let me get my popcorn. Right, dude? It's gonna take forever. So we're just gonna get right into it. I'm gonna drop this one, and then alright, so who do we all want to watch first, guys? Who do we want to watch first? Okay, they're in order with Adventure Lock first, so let's start with Adventure Lock. Oh, look at that, it lines up perfectly. Beautiful. Good idea, Shadow. Pippi Pip, who's a player I've played before on ladder. 7100, not a bad player. Not a bad player at all. Let's look at this. Let's analyze. Marcus first. I mirrored that. We got equal level Marcuses. Led with Mecha, so maybe I could steal his Marcus. Maybe at some point I could steal his Marcus. Fireball is Sharon. Don't want to heal the Marcus chip. I want to kill his Marcus before he can get a chip off. Save my Marcus some damage. Way to go, Nathan. Maybe you can get 1 shot off depending on how fast those bitches attack. Can he do it? Oh, he survives and he gets another one off. That was huge. Very, very important. Now, the problem here is that Deckhand doesn't one-shot. I thought he was going to one-shot them. He does at level 5. This guy doesn't have him at level 5. So that was kind of a misplay on my part. If Deckhand would have one-shot him, I would have been fine. So that's a misplay on my part because of deck levels. But we do survive with the double Timmy. Double Timmy ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. Osimo lead, but that would be... I would play Osimo if he was leveled, but he's only level 2, so I had to make a different decision. A lot of these decisions are bad plays, technically, but I do it because the card's a higher level, so it turns out better. I want to use it immediately. I don't know if maybe he has mind control. I don't want Timmy to die to Osimo. Now, Osimo has crazy target acquisition, so Osimo will walk all the way around Hookhand to target Timmy. So they'll pro play there. Let Osimo target Timmy first. Don't let him start attacking Hookhand, because Osimo is completely worthless there. So we got the level 3 visitors, which is totally adequate. It sucks that he got that off. If Timmy would have only been able to stop it. The blast does come through before the arrow storm, so we do get the damage. That is within arrow, or that is within 1 Marcus. And I believe Lightning Bolt. I don't know if we got Lightning Bolt to 5 or 4 or not. So we're good there. He does take my bar 2 though with his hook hand, which kind of sucks. So now we gotta play on the defensive here, or on the offensive here. We have 45 seconds. We're on the move. I played the Arrow Storm just to try to luck into something here. So I was pissed Sam didn't go bottom side there, but it wouldn't have mattered because then he would have died. So it's interesting. Now the deckhand came out late. If the deckhand would have came out and healed the Sam, it would have been an instant win there. But the visitors lock, we're able to take them out. I think I lightning bolt hook hand or something here. Okay, no, which is a good lightning bolt there anyway. He's gonna 2-shot him to the victory. So terrible card there. Maybe if he would have played someone who attacked faster, he would have prolonged it, but he played fucking Timmy. So pretty solid game there. How come the adventure card levels are so bad on that account? Well, we just didn't upgrade. We don't get a lot of bottle caps on Namblus. I even got a motherfucking bucket in stream, JC. Hell yeah, buddy. Disclaimer, I play badly because my card levels are affecting my decisions. Oh, and I don't have deckhand leveled because I think he's shit. Guys, I'm gonna try some games and have Glancer in the background. Everybody should be doing that. Hey, what's up, Fryer? Venture luck first. Called it. This noob again. What's up, Dragonair? Alright. Excuse me. Alright, so that was win number 1. Now we're checking out win number 2. No, don't get me wrong. He was great in this Team Wars. Like, he healed my Psalm sometimes. He healed my Mecha sometimes. Like, it was... You'll see me... God, what is going on with my camera right now? You'll see me do some sick shit with it. Got plenty of games left. Alright, so we got... This is the one where Hook Hand wins us the game, buddy. Watch this shit. Hook Hand hits Psalm every time. Every time. It's fucking hilarious. Alright, see, that's another... So Deckhand comes through. Aerostorm and Deckhand, man. Ooh, Aerostorm's a tough card with Deckhand out, man. So Hook Hand is still healed from the Deckhand, which is good because he's one of my strongest cards in the deck right now. I keep moving the camera. I'm trying to... It's at a weird angle right now. Like, the camera looks like it's... I must have it cropped weird because the camera looks like it's pointing over here, but this must be like this must be center frame. All right, so we get the Mecha on the Deckhand. We don't get the Deckhand kill and heal on Mecha. That would have been nice. Mecha level 1, not super great. We got to defend against him because I'm not sure. We try to get as many taps out as we can here. We want to wait until we know that Hanky's next shot will kill the Hook Hand. I was checking the damage there. It does kill him. We want to do it where he thinks that he's gonna be safe. So our little gambit there paid off, and we were able to chunk. Now the key to this play here is to don't lightning bolt him right here. Don't lightning bolt Sharon right here. Sharon used her ability. It's gonna take her a little bit to attack. You gotta wait on it until the point where he thinks that Sharon's gonna attack him and kill him. But you lightning bolt right before the attack would land, and then he's got to scramble to defend. If he doesn't have an assassin in his hand, he's gonna have to think. This guy panicked, possibly didn't have the energy, plays pirate ship, just like the last guy, too slow. Attacks too slow. Even Timmy by himself would have, or Timmy, even Hanky by himself would have done that. I had them ready to deal with the Astro, didn't need to. I want to blow him, let him just take the shot on Timmy there. I do get the shot off on Timmy. If he wouldn't have Aerostormed, I would have actually killed him. But unfortunately, he does get the one tap off on me. So it's a close game, 1 Marcus away, but he doesn't defend my guy here, and I get healed there, so I'm not really sure what he's doing there, but here's another Hook Hand. This fucking guy. He's so mad, man. So here's his Marcus to win. But it's only level 3, so it's only 81, right? So it's not enough. And now the Psalm doesn't come through with enough damage. I'm trying to just bust up and get into that 222 quick. So I wanted maybe the visitors to get in on New Kid. This works too, though. They do get in on New Kid eventually. I don't think this is enough. I think he does stop me here. Yeah, but we do got the lightning bolt to win it. Asimo, even though he's level 2, he's got a lot of health. We wanted to save the lightning bolt for the Sharon, but level 4 does kill him, and it's just in time. We want to make sure the Astro dies, tap him once, and we get the Marcus in there. Hanky to clean up the Vizzies while they're attacking Asimo. Good game there. Means that he's limited to what cards he can pull. Makes adventure cards level up very fast. Yes. Adventure lock to count is why mech is level 1. Yeah. Solid, man. I was so impressed with myself that I got wins on all these accounts. With a level 1 mecha and shit. Like, granted, silver now, I mean, there's enough teams in gold now where a lot of the big accounts are gone, so it's more likely that I'm gonna match up against a, you know, someone in bottom B team, but Sharon, way better choice for non-whale teams, probably. We lead with Marcus here, that's good. Probably hook hand depending on what he plays, maybe Hanky. Yeah. Arrow storm it just so he doesn't die. Do the same thing we did with Hanky. He still defended, but it kept him on his toes. Not enough to deal with it. So the reason that I used it there, the reason that I used his ability there instead of taking that last shot and then using it, so the ideal, what I was waiting for was, from all my days of chipping, what I was waiting for was one more hit with the, or I wanted to take the bar with the attack, and then when I was hit back, I knew I'd survive, and then I wanted to use the ability. But when I got to here, I realized that I was gonna get frozen after that, and I'd probably die before I got the ability off. So I used the ability because it's more damage than one of my auto attacks. So even though I knew that, I mean, I could have gotten that attack off, but I was gonna die, and I wanted the most damage over this one bar that I could get, which was doing this ability. Way to go, Godly. That's 30 wins in 24 hours. That's, you gotta do that every day, man. If you wanna truly get as most as you can out of this game, you gotta get 30 wins every day. And that's your locker limit. It might be tough for a while, like it might be tough and you have to wait till you get better cards, but is it playing the same game again? Yeah, I don't know why it repeats it. Sober comment, a man I have worked with since the late 90s died over the weekend and we're pretty sure he committed suicide. Oh, that sucks. You mean sobering comment? I think that's what she meant, folks. Okay. So that was a fun game. Wait. Yeah, we watched that one, didn't we? Am I retarded? Did we watch this game? No, we didn't watch this one. It skipped to the next one. Did we play the same guy twice? No, that was Studley. Dude, what the fuck? Was that our third one or second one? Guys, remind me. I'm too busy talking. Are we done? Did we watch all 3 of them? I didn't remember the ending of this one. I was looking at this, it's like, I don't remember winning like this. But it did start playing this one, and it doesn't start until... Wait, if I start... Hold on. We're gonna do a test. Does it start playing again? It does start playing again. But it's frozen. So it's playing on my screen, but it's frozen on this screen. That's interesting. Okay, let's stop this one. Let's move on to Moody, who had a better deckhand. What the fuck, game? Come on. Or not game. Window. Okay. Is it still on there? Oh, no, this is the main. Moody! Okay, so this was my first game as Moody, and it starts off with some laggy bullshit, and I thought Moody was doomed. I was like, dude, Moody's fucked. But we got lucky, man. Watch this fucking Psalm, man. Watch this shit. So we play Psalm topside. He plays his Psalm. Ours is gonna come first. We're like, all right, we're confident. We feel good. I even put visitors out so that they would get a couple shots out. But then look, my Psalm fucking died. What happened? And my Psalm comes back out and I kill his visitors with my Psalm. So we're like even now. And I play my Marcus. So we're like even Stevens now, but he's got Deckhand, which is going to be able to heal his Marcus, which kind of blows for me. But I got my Deckhand to heal my Marcus. So it's like, whose is better? I should have let him hit Marcus a couple times and then let him go forward, but I didn't really want Marcus to die. I wanted to maybe mind control him, but we took him out too fast. Good luck! We got more Marcus. Another lightning bolt on her instead of the Psalm. That's the second time that I've done that. It's interesting. And I ended up winning. I was checking health for the Aerostorm there. I don't know how much Aerostorm level 4 does. I know it's 300 something. So I was like, he's probably not gonna die, but the value of the Ike, and he ended up dying, so he must not have been maxed. We waste his freeze there. We want a Hanky. If Mecha would have gotten hit with the Hanky, or with the hook hand there, I wouldn't have played Hanky. Because now Hanky's protected by Mecha's blast. It was a good Aerostorm though. I got 9 health right now. So I'm thinking he's low on energy. I dropped 5. I wasted the Deckhand because he was, but I still do get the heal. The visitors are gonna have to be enough, and luckily he does target the bottom visitor, which does almost save me, but he does reset, and we got a minute to see if we can salvage this win. He takes the Marcus first, which sucks for me. I do believe mine's maxed and his isn't though. No, mine would be level 5. They must be the same. We must have just both taken it to 5, but he does have Hanky out on his, which kind of sucks. Now I got Hanky out on mine. Now I gotta wait till he's dead to use it. Beautiful. I gotta lightning bolt him when he thinks Hanky's gonna die, just like before. And it's another play. That's another time that that play wins us a game. Now we want a Psalm here. We know his lightning bolt doesn't kill our Psalm. This hits Psalm. Oh boy! Nope. It's close though. Now look at that, 75. If he had lightning bolt, boom! There's the heal on the Psalm. Oh man, that's good. If he had lightning bolt level 4 or level 5, he would have taken me there.
God damn!
Came back from that shitty fucking lag that would have probably lost me the game in most other games. That Marcus doesn't do 156 damage, no. All right, what do we got next? We got game number 2 with Moody. This guy, a little bit of a potato. What in the butt? What in the butt? What in the butt? So we got 45-62 versus 62-95. Not super fair, but the levels seem to be decently fair so far. They are running Gizmo, which seems interesting to me. I played it anyway, just so he didn't get any extra gizmos. We get a mind control, but we just mind control it back, so it's a complete waste of 4 energy. Like, literally the worst play he could have possibly done there. At this point, I'm playing with house money. I can do whatever I want. Get Choir Boy out first. Heals the mecha. Like, it's beautiful. Probably get Hanky out. Good Inuit to kill him. Not bad. Mecha doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Does attack pretty slow. So this guy does have a chance to survive. We do get the Astro. He doesn't get an attack off, but he does immediately get killed by Ike because Ike's faster. The Astro boost does let Ike get murdered quick, but we do get the attack off, and it is enough to kill him. We're going to lead with Marcus here. Marcus is going to take the damage from the visitors. We're going to lead our own visitors to beat up on them earlier because Marcus takes a little bit to walk over there, and we want him to be able to use his ability without having to worry about the damage. We put Hanky topside. Hanky's a beast to deal with, even at level 2. I went 9-0, Joey. Didn't you read the description? All 3 of my accounts went 3-0. Nope, 114s though. I think it's like 113, 111, 112 or something like that. Pirate Ike is proper fast. He's not terrible. But he moves way faster than all the other. I was hoping that would kill that guy. But he moves a little faster than all the other Timmies. So I almost lose here, or I lose this bar because I really overestimate how much level 2 how much level 2 Asimo's gonna do. But we salvage it here. Barely though. Like he came in hot with this Marcus. Now my deckhand level 5 does one-shot these guys, which is all I needed. See if he would have done what I did. New Kid did help there, I think though, so maybe I did need New Kid damage there. Terrible fucking play there. I didn't even care if I healed him up. Little bit of a BM there, lightning bolting the mind-controlled deckhand. Dots on lava. We'll talk about that a little later, Joey. We're gonna go through the dev update, so it'll be a good time to talk about it then. I've always wanted a 3-cost circle AoE lava card though, so like poison but sticking there. All right, Moody number 3, Benny Boogers from Punch and Pie. It's like Superheroes is anti-Dougie. It's just so defensive, yeah. Pirate Ike instead of Choir Boy. His attack is faster than Choir Boy's. I don't know about that, man. This is an easy lightning bolt here. I actually looked to see if the Arrow Storm would kill level 2. Force him to commit energy thinking the Psalm's alive. You always want to remove as late as possible. You don't want them to get any value out of it, so if it's like, if you're going to remove a Marcus, do it before he gets a pillow off, you know, shit like that. But if you're going to remove Psalm, do it before he gets a blast off. But you want to wait until the enemy maybe... See, this sucks that the visitors are so fast. It would have healed Asimo for sure. But he arrow storms it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But you want to wait for the removal until the last possible moment where they don't get any value, because you want them to possibly commit energy to back that card up. Like that person right there played Sharon right behind Sam to try to help Sam, to keep Sam alive after he blew him up, right? But that's just not how it went. That's not how it went for him. Make sure you let all your teams know that we're doing the update. We're going to talk about Team Wars changes, or Team Wars choices this week. So if you want to talk with you and your team about choices and get other people's opinions, bring all your homies in, let them know. We're going to be starting that pretty soon. And then we'll also be going through the dev update later on. Lightning bolt on him. Probably could have waited that out and maybe seen if we could have, you know, just laid an Ike and killed him real quick. But, you know, you gotta remember our mecha is not exactly doing a lot of damage, so. Sometimes butters will come right off your tank too. Ike curls around and slay him. Yeah. Yeah, Ike's a beast. We got the mind control. If I would have been like not holding a card there, I could have done the mind control and stolen the hook hand blast. That would have been awesome. Hey, what up, Singing Fly? Go call in the troops, buddy. Alright, we can lightning bolt for the 2 bars. Obviously, we want to try to get 3. Yeah, deckhand here is good. We could heal the Psalm. Beautiful, but deckhand gets hit so far back that he doesn't heal Psalm. So like that was a potentially next level move. 1 slow attack is all we really need. Let's just lightning bolt him. Nope. Good call there. Switch in priority. Now we drop Anky's ass. We try to lightning bolt whatever he drops to maybe take a bar. And we are able to do it. Can we get it? Oh, and he stops us. This son of a bitch. This bitch took 1 point from us. stole a hook hand blast for the clutch victory yesterday. Nice. That's sick, dude. That is sick. What are you trying to mug Knack for? Alright guys, now we got the win. We'll go for in the order I did them. So we started off against Danny Boy AO, Szechuan Sauce, which is one of their better players, I think, as far as people I've come across on ladders. He's the only one from Szechuan Sauce that I really like recognize by name, so we at least play him fairly often. It ends up being a really close game. I think I misplayed a couple times here. So let's see what I do. Try to lead with Osimo. Pirate Ship Timmy's not a good start, he's too fast. Mecha behind him would be alright. We could hook hand here to try to snag the Timmy, but see how fast Timmy's moving down? That was a mistake by him. The Timmy's just gonna get slaughtered. No big deal there. I would have waited to maybe hit an assassin with it or something. But this, honestly, we can just sit here and wait for 10 energy, see what he does. I would maybe use my freeze there, could have maybe, but yeah, wait it out. You gotta lightning bolt that one. You do it right before he has the ability. So he thinks that maybe he'll get the heal off. We want to save the deckhand here because New Kid wasn't attacking deckhand, so it was really important to get some more attacks off. We steal the deckhand here, which doesn't net us anything, but if the visitors would have like switched targets, it would have been nice. The hook hand hitting there was pretty brutal for me, but we do take out one visitor. This was some ballsy play here, but it works out for us because we had the cycle to keep popping cards out, and the energy really to deal with some of these cards. Now luckily it's level 4, level 5 would have killed Timmy. Timmy doesn't get much more value, but we wanted to get the Marcus out early. That was lucky. That was lucky that Timmy came through there. Oh, he's forced to play something there on Timmy. And we can play Inuit. Now I kind of forgot that Inuit was level 1. I should have bailed on the Inuit. It works out for me because his Ike, he played his Ike poorly. But I was looking for damage there. I thought he was the good. I just completely spaced that. Oh, Sam has to kill him, not just get attacked by him. Alright, he starts with another Osimo, so he's got a better push than me, but I'm gonna Osimo in front here. I don't know if maybe he has mind control. I'm probably not paying enough attention to remember what was the option? Was it mind control Aerostorm? Can't remember if he played Aerostorm or not. So here we want to just see what hook hand does before we do anything. Then we want to, he got the heal off, which really pissed me off. I was like, fuck, I played that wrong. But we do get the energy from the Inuit here, and we hit 3 other people with that Aerostorm. So that Aerostorm was huge because we got 3 level 5 epics coming at him, or 2 level 5 epics and Sam coming at him. So we end up taking the bar right at the end here, just in time for the Aerostorm to beat us. So pretty damn good game. He almost misplayed there and let us take a bar. If hook hand would have been, you know, max 5, would have taken that bar because he played a card. So that was a close game. I misplayed a couple times, a couple things didn't go my way, but we ended up pulling that one off. All right, the next one was another Szechuan sauce. I had 2 in a row. These are all pretty much back to back. Oh, what is going on with that? That was weird as fuck. Alright, so we got Philly style, 6655. Card levels are gonna be pretty different here. Can't remember if it was a complete potato or not. I mean, level 5 hook hint, so you know, we're not that doesn't kill him, so that's good. So this is what I was talking about, deckhand can be really strong. I wanted to just deal with him. Good Inuit play there. Now we play deckhand out, because it'll definitely heal Mecha. There's a good Aerostorm. We baited out the Aerostorm. Now Inuit's free to kill anybody. What's up, Friedbo? F Meister, what's up? 3 bars to Member Berries players. Double whammy as they were in our bracket. Aw, Pegs, you suck. It's alright, man. Good to have you here, F-Meister and Friedbo. Alright, so he's got pretty good pull here. But we're gonna hook hand and kill his... No, we're probably just gonna lightning bolt him at this point since we waited so long. Usually I would've chanced the hook. Now this honestly kind of works in my favor, just because I can get the hook hand out, and my Marcus gets 2 charges out of this. But he does heal it up, so it's not a big deal. We do chip the tank a little more, which honestly, part of me wishes it would have gone differently. But we end up busting him up. We got the visitors doing work in the back. We know he already used his arrow storm, so we're not worried about that happening. At least not until we're about to get here. Then now he could arrow storm. It's probably in his hand, but so we do get a decent chunk on program there with these damages, and we take the bar, so that's pretty good trade of energy. Drop the Osimo and defend from here if we really wanted to. Hey Fry, what's up, buddy? Everywhere I go, bitches wanna know. Nelly has got a... What does Nelly have? Shovels? So now we want to try to... Wasn't gonna lightning bolt the Osimo as much as I wanted to. Now this will tag Osimo again. But I wanted to hit New Kid there, because 2 Marcuses and a lightning bolt would kill him if it would have hit New Kid. But we're able to push through. I think we get the 2 bars here. We get the bars in... we get 2 bars in like 10 seconds. Make Nelly OP. If they made her AoE like huge and like a hella knockback, don't really appreciate Medusa. We got her level 3. Yeah, she's good, man. If she grabs like a paladin or fuck, God forbid she kills a slave, pretty awesome. All right, so now we got the 3rd game, which was a win against Casa Bonitas. I shouldn't say where we're gonna win, but I already said it was 9-0, so maybe next time I won't say. And it was Hockey Fan, who I've played a few times. I couldn't remember if he was good or not, but I figured that I was gonna get caught, so I was fully expecting a loss here. But we had a pretty good starting hand for anything that he threw at us, so I felt pretty confident here. Already we're up by 1 level, so we're also slightly in the lead. He'll get to our side a little bit early, especially since he didn't use his right when he could have. Now we just want to get him to do something, play something along the line, play a card behind something. That's as good as we can get. Visitors back is probably what I want to do here. They can deal with a level 6 pretty easily. Even if one gets tapped. There's no damage to New Kid, so there's no reason to kill Sharon. Now I wanted to try to get the blast off, but that was a really well played Inuit. But we try not to tilt here. We still don't have any damage on New Kid, so the Sharon isn't really bugging us. He can heal away all he wants. We haven't damaged New Kid, so we can try to burst the New Kid after Sharon dies. Pirate Ship Timmy's got to happen quick if we want it. It didn't happen fast enough, so he's gonna get 1 shot off. Oh, I lied. Way to go, buddy. Way to go. All right, I just wanted to use the Timmy to try to burst her, but the heal and the damage like hit at the same time. But we should be fine here. Get an extra 49 damage because we use the ability. Makes him even more of a threat. And we get that extra 49 damage onto New Kid. That's very important, guys. That was huge that happened, because that puts him within 1 Marcus. Otherwise, he still would have been alive with that bar. Pegs is only a whale for me. I appreciate that. These motherfuckers took pigeons, and he played level 4 pigeons. What is this? And here comes the sixth element. What was their deck choice? What were they thinking? Like even level 3, I didn't even have to use level 5 Marcus dealt with him, dude. He's trash. Trash? Trash? I was like, can I get it? No. I didn't want to use the Arrow Storm because I wasn't sure the level 5s died from it. But they did, and I was like, oh, alright. Recently passed the 100 spent on the game. Nice, Shadow. Proud of you. There, I didn't want his 6th element to end up taking a bar from me. So I played conservatively there. Now we do take the bar here. It looks like he's gonna hit that, but no! Reverse, reverse. He takes the bar, but whatever. So those were the Team Wars games this week. I thought this week was pretty interesting. I love the fact that there was no hard removal, so Asimo, you could really play with a tank. You know, Sam could get lightning bolted, Mecha could get lightning bolted, but you know, both of them couldn't get lightning bolted, so the bit badge looks awesome. Thanks, man, appreciate it. I think Pegs needs to switch from the snowflakes to the bit badge. Pegs is gonna be a whale. I was free to play until pretty recently. Yeah, and then she joined free to play whale. Thanks for the host, by the way, F Meister. Appreciate that. Casa done. Yeah, those were fun ones though. I didn't think Double Timmy was a big deal. Some people thought that he was a big deal. You saw there, double ranges I don't think are ever a problem because very rarely do you want to play 2 ranges. Double assassin can be a problem because you do want to play double assassin sometimes, but most of the time they die fast enough where you can just play the next one. There is that lag time from when you can play one card when the next one will be playable, which does kind of suck. Casa's choices were just lol. Yeah, sometimes you can really tell who picked the good deck based on the score that they get. We saw the few weeks where when Illuminati picked a deck that was, you know, pretty subpar. They probably picked it because their card levels or something like that. There's probably a logical reason to it, but sometimes it's better to have a level, like a base level aliens than the alternative, you know? So the scores really show. Like we win by 400 versus where you win by 40. I don't know how Casa did because I didn't see that bracket. I should have done more research and grabbed that bracket from Facebook or something like that, but this was our bracket. The way they did the scoring was weird. First, second, third place worked out as normal. Fourth place also worked out as normal. Or fourth place might have not lost buckets or something. I don't know. Fourth place was weird. But then 5th, 6th, 7th place all lost 33 crowns. And then they gained 39, 39, 32. So Nambla and Mercenaries went up by 6 points and Chefs went down by 1 point. Everybody else went up. Szechuan probably went up by like 43 points. I swear they got 0. SP Elites got probably like 25, is it? 15? I don't know. Dire Tide went up like 75 or something like that. Or I guess it'd be 46 plus 50, so they went up 96. We came third with 5337 points. Nice. Nice. They were behind Blind for Life's French family. Decks should be built on their base stats. After that, team card levels matter. I'm not sure what you mean. Tux, what's up, man? Is that Barb's face? Who's Barb? Who the fuck's Barb? Casa was 3, okay. Defo used lightning on Sharon more than Sam though. Yeah, it was more often than not the better play. Win 3 on all 3 of my accounts for the first time. Nice, Greg. We both went 9-0, baby. Looks like Nambla dominated Mercs there. Wasn't even close. It was pretty close. Casa player dropped pigeons right on top of my charged Sam. I laughed pretty good at that this week. That's funny. Were they level 4 like that, guys? Pro tip, don't let pegs pick your deck. Unless you pick 784. So that was it. It was interesting that they broke it up into 2 sets of 7 instead of 554. Maybe there's some logic behind that. I don't know. Barbarous King, a big Twitch streamer. He mostly does Mario Maker too. I got Inkin from the 4th place pack. See, I didn't get a legend from the 1st place gold pack. It sucks, man. I think that's 2 weeks in a row now. All right, so we look at the current standings. We have Free to Play Whales on top. Mercenaries is far behind Illuminati as Illuminati is from 1st place. So from 1st to 2nd, 2nd, 3rd is a big drop. But between 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th place is a very, very small margin. Even all the way down to 9th place isn't that much. You know, not even 150 between 3rd and 9th place. So that's pretty interesting. We see a lot of movement between those teams. You know, we'll see Dire Tide leave, come back, leave, come back. Chef's Elite was in silver, they come back. So it's pretty interesting. Level 6 pigeons were dropped on some. I'm still here, guys. I've just been listening in the background. Dude, I appreciate your lurking, man. Finland Elite is so high up because Red Lynx is Finnish. No, I think they just play well. Like, they play smart. I mean, if they legitimately only have 47 people, they could have just walked all the way up to Gold League. But I don't know if they got last or whatever in their bracket. All right, so let's go over this week's choices. Now, this week we have obviously neutral as an option. The neutral cards that we have available to us this week are Dog Poo, Pigeons, Terrence Mephisto. I believe that is it this week. Oh, and Nathan is an option as well. So there's usually around 4. I've seen that there's usually around 4 neutral options every time. Who the fuck would pick Grand Wizard? I don't know. You could pope him and kick some ass. But I guess Cock Magic is out there. I don't know. I really don't think Cock Magic is super great. In fucking in Team Wars. I mean, even if you do it, the Cocks are likely to take the 14 new kid down anyway. All right, so let's start with the first one. We got Amazingly Randy 4-cost Fantasy versus Papa Timmy 6-cost Mystic. This one's interesting. It kind of depends on what strategy you decide on your deck. If you're going amazingly, you might want to pick Zen, Wendy, Pirate or Catapult Timmy, like shit that's gonna push fast. And really cause a ruckus and neutralize the Cock Magic threat. Not really give any Cock Magic targets. You know, that's kind of what I would go for. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. But if you run the Pope, then obviously you're gonna want to run Grand Wizard. You're gonna want to try to, you know, bait the transmog on the Witch Doctor or something. You're just gonna try to bait the removal the whole time. And then as soon as you see that Energy Staff come out, you know that they don't have Cock Magic, so most likely you might see that at the beginning of the game, so you're gonna know right away. Whether they have that or not. But that's a toss-up. I don't know. A lot of teams will go Energy Staff, I think, with Hermes being an option. Yeah, Greg. I think because the cheaper version is also full of cheaper cards to upgrade too. Obviously Zen's cheaper to upgrade. Transmog doesn't take anything. I think Transmog, there's no choice, or there's no real option that you gotta trade Transmog. Grand Wizard code with no Pope would be fun, yeah. Transmog in red more than enough, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it might be there might be enough removal where just the chance that Cock Magic could be picked, people are gonna pick their deck based on that. So we might see more amazingly Randy decks just because people will be like, oh, we can't run Pope, it's just gonna get transmogged or Cock Magicked. Well, I mean that happens on ladder too, but Pope decks still win those too, right? So I don't know. Yeah, it really depends on what your team wants to go with. That'll depend on kind of what the caps shake out to, what the upgrades would look like. What's up, Haze Demon? The next card is Zen versus Grand Wizard Cartman. 6 cost Fantasy, 3 cost Mystic. This also, I think if you pick Pope, you gotta pick Grand Wizard. If you pick Amazingly, I think Zen's the choice. I don't really think there's any more discussion on that one. What's up, Hayes? How you doing, buddy? Guess what I mean is we get to choose a deck. We should choose our deck based on how the cards work together. Oh yeah, you should pick the better deck, not necessarily the better card levels, unless it's something like Witch Garrison. Like even if Witch Garrison's the better choice, if everybody on your team has him at level 2, so he's gonna be base for everybody, then maybe he's not the better choice when Friar is 300 caps away from a max level 6 that most people might have. So, because he was a pretty common top 6 in ladder at the old meta. So what do we got here? I think it's too far. I think it's too close. Gonna make love to your woman. What is going on with this? This is just so weird how this is cut. We gotta work on that later. Yeah, I don't really think there's more. Me, Hermes, Meph, Scout, nothing for the other Ike, Amazingly Staff. Herc zooms in, weakens him more than the other bind. Yeah. Yeah, probably. This one too, it's like, how scared are you of Pope Grand Wizard, really? If you think Pope Grand Wizard is going to be a problem, you probably want to take Cock Magic. If you want to push the advantage from the start, coupled with Hermes, Energy Staff is going to win you games. I don't think this is a choice at all. You got to take Transmog just to deal with Witch Doctor token, Grand Wizard, Pope. You could try to snipe the DSR, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, if anyone has any discussion for that one, I would be surprised. All right, this one's interesting. We got the Witch Doctor token or the DSR. Now, the reason I think you'd want to pick DSR more than Witch Doctor, even though more people probably have Witch Doctor leveled, is because DSR you can bring like to level 2 and leave her at level 2 and get very good value out of her, versus Witch Doctor has to kind of get leveled up. Are you being sarcastic, Execute? Because it's just a block. Just a block of blue. I actually made it fully in OBS. You can put colors in there, and then I put a filter to make it transparent, and then I put text over it, and then I grouped it together so it all moves together instead of like making an image and putting the image in. Although this is probably harder on my CPU. But I would probably pick DSR. Witch Doctor just gets countered by DSR too hard. If they pick DSR, you play Witch Doctor, and they got Hercules out there, you play Witch Doctor, Hercules comes out, fuck you. Yeah, I think DSR is the choice. Nathan Angel is interesting. There's nothing to kill Nathan. There's no Arrow Storm, there's no AoE, there's no Psalm, there's no nothing. Nathan could sit behind Garrison, Nathan could sit behind Cartman, Nathan could sit behind, even a level DSR and fucking murder and get so much value. Other than a Hercules catching up to him, like, man, be tough. Be tough. Uh-oh, what am I grabbing right here? I think that's the alerts. Angel Wendy, if you pick Zen, could be a good choice. You could really get those heals in there. We've seen before that the Angel Wendy heals have been really, really important. Let a assassin survive enough to get the last hit. Let a tank survive enough to take some hits for the range to get in range, whatever it might be. Transmog for Nathan, yeah, if you have to, you might, but then you're really opening yourself up to Grand Wizard. If you see the Zen, then yeah, maybe you could transmog Nathan if it would really help you. And the potion dude with slow shit down a lot. Yeah. Yeah, Witch Doctor, or not Witch Doctor, Witch Garrison. He's an interesting card. He just got buffed, or he's gonna get buffed. Probably not before the Team Wars, right? Yeah, after this season, so Friar might be the safer choice. He's not rare, but although rare level 3 would be okay for like for Namblos, I might say let's play Witch and just leave him at level 3. Level 3 base rares are actually okay if you're running base cards, like more so than any other cards. But yeah, I think Nathan's probably gonna win a lot of the choices there. But you know, Angel's cheaper to upgrade too, so it probably depend on if you go the cheaper version or not. Because Nathan behind Zen is pretty scary too. This one, I think Hermes is the choice if you pick Staff. If you don't pick Staff, Princess Kenny might be the choice. It's cheaper. It's a pretty impactful ability. The alternative assassins, though, Hermes might be the better choice just because he's a better assassin. Ow. This one, probably not Pigeons. With Terrence Mephisto even being an option, I think that's a bad idea. Grand Wizard Cartman Blast would also kill him. Nathan Explosion. There's too much AoE for Pigeons to even be an option. Red Links, you guys are assholes. Gnomes are the choice. They're only 2 costs. They can work in a pinch. You can throw them out at the beginning to equalize energy. So it's not a bad card. So Pigeons definitely not. This one is interesting. Terry Towers against the level 14 new kid is a real fucking thing. Terry also beats every other range card in the game. So if he goes up against one-on-one Nathan, he's gonna beat Nathan. If he goes up one-on-one against Angel, he's gonna beat Angel. If he goes one-on-one against Cat, he's gonna beat him, unless the knockbacks mess up the targeting or something. But they just attack so slow compared to him that they have low health that they just get fucked up. So a Timmy or a Terrence hanging out for 3 minutes without dying or something like that, like maybe he gets cock magicked or something. I don't know. It's potentially scary, but Catapult Timmy could also stay behind Grand Wizard or fucking Dog Poo or whoever forever, with the rats coming out, taking up shots, probably getting killed by AoE. That one's a toss-up. I'd say Catapult is the better choice overall because he's cheaper. And his ability, taking those shots can be important, especially if one of those shots is like a dog poo shot, or if one of those shots is, you know, maybe the Hercules targets the rat, you know. So there could be, I think it's just overall more utility. But Terry, you know, in lower levels might fuck shit up. Not for Gold League, but Dog Poo. I think Hercules the better choice here just because Witch Doctor is an option, and even just Grand Wizard Cartman. If they drop a Pope midline with Grand Wizard Cartman, your new kid's fucked. Like, you're not going to be able to kill him unless you Hercules him. It's the only chance you have to maybe kill him in time, because it only takes a few blasts to kill new kid. So I would say Hercules is the better choice. He's also a little bit cheaper. What's up, LaForce? He's also a little bit cheaper, and Dog Poo has got that epic, so. But there aren't a whole lot of legend options here. Grand Wizard is the only legend option, so caps are gonna be plenty to go around. So we'll probably be able to pick more epics than usual. So maybe Dog Poo just for the epic stats is better than Herc, but I think Hercules' utility is important. Even if it's to get to Amazingly Randy in time or something, get to catapult something. There's just a lot of uses for him. You'll have a lot of catapults get played first, and then Hercules comes in. Scout versus Canadianite Ike. If you want to have a dead card, Scout Ike might be the better dead card. No, Canadianite Ike is the better dead card. Even he could maybe maybe he gets 2 charges off, and then all of a sudden the level 3 is like a level 5. What's up, Hound? What's up, Tash? How's everybody doing today? So there could be good value there. I'd look into maybe what kind of stats your team, what levels they have Ike at, to maybe level him up, because he can be devastating at level 5. And Ike, just there's no real application for Ike. I don't think he's very good. He moves too fast. Maybe if he was 2 cost and using his ability once made him 1 cost, but I just don't think it's very good. What I think it should do is it should increase energy for a little, like energy recharge for a little bit, instead of giving you like that Choir Boy boost. Give him like a Hermes boost for like 1 second, so that it could couple with Energy Staff. And then there's another card that actually worked with Energy Staff, and you could have Ike out, you know, charge it once, and if Energy Staff's out, it charges even more. Yeah, CKI surviving blast and being able to take the charge and charge back up is incredible. It's very, very... Oh, I know what's happening here. It's very, very important. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Hey, that's my shit. That's my shit. That's my shit. Sorry guys, I'm going all crazy here. Oh, it's gotta go this way. Oh, there we go. There we go. Self-heal after blast is OP. Yeah, dude, it's fucking broken. All right, Witch versus Friar. If you're leaving them blank, if you're not getting a lot of upgrades, I think Witch is better. Witch level 3 is way better than Friar level 4, that's for sure. There's no real reason to protect yourself from Chip. Friar isn't going to be healing anybody important. The deck kind of needs another beefy off tank, especially if you don't take Witch Doctor. So if you look at the deck that we built here, like, what are your starts? You can start with, like, all the winning cards right here. You could start with Grand Wizard, that's it. You could lead with Hermes. You could lead with Ike, I guess. You could technically lead with Dog Poo. You could lead with Friar behind New Kid. Witch Doctor behind Witch behind New Kid would probably be as good. I don't know. I think it'd be better to have Witch, in my opinion. Scout Ike's viable when the alternatives Gnomes or Duggies. Yeah, I think we should take Gnomes instead of Pigeons this time, though, LaForce. I'd Scout Ike behind Zen and get 2 to 3 charges off energy gain. I mean, maybe. Or he'll just die. You get an assassin alive for 30 seconds very often, Cap? I don't know. Ricola. Alright guys, we got the dev update coming next. Are you guys excited for this? There's some exciting stuff going on in this dev update. I want to thank everybody for stopping by so far. We got a healthy group of you. People act like you toss a card and that's it. Scout is working. Canadian is stuck. Yeah. If you get him stuck, you can use him forever. Best starts are Staff, Tank, and Assassin to Killer, Assassin Rush. Kata, Nathan, Witch Doctor, in my opinion. Yeah. I think Nathan is a good start if you have someone you can put after him, but if you're like gambling that you're getting somebody to play after him, you could be playing him into shit. What's up, Born Stellar? You don't want to lose Nathan, man. His value's gonna be huge. Catapult's good. If you get Catapult Nathan on opposite corners with Zen in the middle, might be pretty good. Alright, let's pull up the dev update. The dev update. So you guys ready? You guys ready? Alright, the dev update. Spells, traps, and farts. Hey everyone, Buck here. bringing you 5 card usage events, boys. 1 every day this week. So that's pretty exciting for anybody who wants to get a little more value out of their daily play. You have some card stuff. My advice, don't care about your rank during card events. You can get it back. You can get your rank back very easy. All you gotta do is just go back to your old deck and you'll get back. It's easy to get back to where you belong. If you're playing above your rank, it'll be hard to get back there. But obviously we got Team Wars voting today and tomorrow. Make sure you discuss with your team what you guys want to do. We got Kenny and Mind Control today. We got Ninju and I guess it doesn't say what specific spell, because Mind Control is the more likely spell here, so maybe it's the top one. So Hallelujah is probably the theme or the main one that you'll be able to get from like PvP packs or the token packs or the ticket packs, sorry. Wednesday it'd be Fireball, then Cock Magic Thursday, and then we got Lava. We'll talk about Lava in a little bit. So on the 26th we got Cyborg, Ninju, Sam, Fantasy, Grand Wizard, Grob Magus. So obviously one of each, and then on the weekend it's going to be superheroes. So one of each theme, weekend superheroes. Not a bad setup. And then the event on Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday the event starts and the weekend Team Wars start. And then it all resets. So pretty full week this week. As far as the stream goes, we are off Wednesday and Thursday, or sorry, backwards. We're off Tuesday, Wednesday, but we will be back Thursday with a stream, and Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. So catch us then. Check out the schedule below, or if you're on YouTube, go to Twitch. Check it out. You got all the. Oh, and it is double PvP packs today. On Monday, August 26th, we'll have a sci-fi focused card usage, double PvP tickets, and PvP packs only. Currently a bug that was introduced in 4.1 that caused the 2x lockers to not work correctly on PvP tickets and cash, which is something that they had an issue with before, so I'm wondering if it's the same bug recurring or something. Should work for the rest. So is on PvP tickets and PvP packs only. Okay, I see what they're saying. So not from the double lockers. On Tuesday, August 27th is Mystical. There's your card list. Obviously, you'll be able to see that in game when it comes to it. On Wednesday, it's the Spells, Traps, and Farts challenge, which is going to be every spell and trap costs 1, but finally, Youth Pastor Craig costs 10, which is something that we were talking about on the Procast. We wanted the just Youth Pastor not to exist. We wish the Spellbinder challenge or Spell Slinger, whatever they called it, would have came out before Youth Pastor existed, and it would have been more fun. Now we're gonna see what that's like. Can you run a deck with full spells? I mean, I don't think you can get 12 in your deck, but you could just focus on the spells and just try to cycle those 8 spells or whatever. However, you could do probably 6, 7 total. They're not gonna expect the Youth Pastor. You lead with him, 10 energy gone, and then you still win, and it's like fucking that. What a flex, man. That's what I'm gonna do. A spell challenge where we can actually use spells finally. Yeah, I mean, if you go up with Youth Pastor and they have a full deck of spells, your Youth Pastor will kill them before they can use spells. Yeah, Tupperware is gonna be huge this challenge. 100%. He's gonna kick some ass. So it's gonna be interesting. I'll probably play that one a little bit. All right, so on Friday the new card Lava's coming out. 3-cost trap, damages and slows down enemies walking on it. Really incredible card art there, as you can see. I think that's fucking dope. There's somebody just watching him burn in the distance. Although I wish he was thumbs upping like Terminator. But we were talking about a 3-cost lava card, Lego Lava, whatever, like an AoE spell that sat there for a while and did AoE damage if you walk through it. Now the trap is basically that spell. The question with the trap is, will it be like Chomper where you put it out and then it sits there and waits until somebody activates it and then it explodes in a little pool of lava and 30 seconds later it's over? Or do you cast it, it puts the pool of Legos there and it sits there for 30 seconds? Now obviously this is an incredibly defensive card. I assume you'd only be able to do it on your side of the field. It'd be really good for, you know, if you put it down when you got an Assassin Swarm coming at you, you got something like Mimsy coming at you. 3 cost is fairly cheap. You could put it behind a tank while you're fighting their tank to prevent them from hitting your tank with like an assassin or something like that. We don't know how wide the radius is. I haven't had a look at it yet. If it's big enough to hit a tank and the range 3.5 behind it, that's pretty fucking big. But my guess is it's gonna be maybe like 2.5, 3 maybe. It's gonna be pretty cool. It does look like Disarray back there. It looks like Disarray. Thought it looked like Nelly. Who's in the doorway in the background? It's gotta be Disarray, yeah. A Mimsy counter? Yeah, Lava would be good against Mimsy. You put Lava down in one assassin and with Mimsy you wanna, you should actually check out my YouTube channel. Go to my YouTube channel. Go to, there's one that's like quick clips. It's like SPPD quick clips. It's a playlist. There's a couple in there like how to deal with Mimsy. It'll show you how to play your cards to push him back and try to like corral him to not get to your new kid. The new trap is hot. It will cause DOT, damage over time. Thanks. And slow enemies that walk through it. The lifetime of the trap is 30 seconds. The damage values will be 7, 9, 11, 14, 18, 25, 33. Now, it's if it's 33 a second, it's not super good. If it's 33 every 2 seconds or half a second, it's fucking incredible. So it'll really depend on how the damage is calculated. If it's 33 times 30, I mean, it's not the most damage from a spell you'll ever see, but it's not, oh whoops, but it's not like, it's not gonna murder a tank, you know. The slow, yeah, and we'll see how much the slow is. If the slow is like just a normal slow and it's pretty wide, you know, it'll be pretty good. But if it's contained, it might not be good. We really got to see what that one looks like, honestly. I'm excited for it. It's exactly the kind of shit I wanted. I would have liked to see it in fantasy or something though. I would have liked to see a trap card not in superheroes, but you know, what can we do? It is a rare card, right? Or is that common? Is this common? I think that's the common one, right? What does the rare card look like? I think that's common. I think rare has a little extra layer on it. So another common card, common spell basically. It is a card for the event, so once you get it, you can get it boosted by, you know, whatever level your Chomper is at, I guess. Pretty good spread. This is literally like all the superhero cards. Remember that during card usage events, they're boosted. You can play Professor Chaos and Lava at a higher level as long as they're as high as your superhero levels, which are probably not that high. 45 points for the finish the 24-hour events and 100 points for the solo event. 2,000 as a team, so pretty typical there. Put a 5-point deck in, 5 wins a day, you're ready to go. More than that, but on Tuesday we'll be pushing out a hot fix. We fix an issue with Professor Chaos card description in some languages. Not sure exactly what that means. Maybe it's supposed to hit new kids or not. Fix an issue where the 2x lockers would not give double rewards, blah blah blah. Fix an issue where Professor Chaos could damage friendly units. Okay, that was a bug. Fix an issue introduced 4.10 where external music would stop playing when you launch the app. Okay, that's cool. That's good for some streamers that use that. I don't think Chomper will boost Lava because different rarities. Oh, good point. It's rarity, not type, huh? So it'd be super fart then. Hey, what's up, Fat Seb? Yeah, it was a bug a long time ago. I wonder if they redid it or something. Card choices are shit. It'd be fun if you could draw on the map in game where you want to throw the lava. Oh yeah, if you could like, if you have like X amount of distance to draw it and you can draw like a little line or something like that, that'd be pretty cool. All right, new balance changes coming through. 6th Element Randy is getting treatment. He did need it. We talked about it on stream the other day actually. His base attack is going up, so he's gonna do more attack on hit, plus 10. Won't be too much at level 5, but it'll be noticeable. He's gonna stand up a little bit more versus Pocahontas' fast attack, and the charge time reduced to 14.4. You know, it's like 0.4 seconds, but that's a decent amount when you consider the fact that that's 0.4 seconds that you get to stall earlier. That's probably get 2 of them before half court now, so it's pretty interesting, because then the first one is only 7.4 instead of 7.5. So that comes a little bit quicker too, so it's interesting. Witch Garrison increased health, which I think is exactly what he needed. And that's a decent amount. That's almost, it's not quite a 30% fucking boost in health. So he's gonna be quite a bit harder to deal with. Not only that, but 2 seconds faster on the slow, and the ability radius is almost doubled. Like, this card just got stacked. It'll be interesting to see what the people that have him at level 6 and 5 can do with them. I'll be interested to see how many times I'm going to be transmogging a Witch Garrison. To summarize the changes, 6th Element Randy wasn't performing as well as we wanted when compared to his epic counterparts and other legendary cards. We wanted him to hit a bit harder and have the ability to spawn more auto vacuums, which is exactly what they did, so they goal accomplished. Execute's got him 6. Witch Garrison's ability was inconsistent, and the smaller radius sometimes meant you could miss units that weren't close enough. Well, let him get closer then, scrub. With the changes we made, we wanted him to be able to use his ability more often and allow him to survive longer on the field. The problem is that the stun doesn't, like, double. Now, the problem, and the issue with him is that, how long does the slow take? Is the slow longer than the charge time? Like, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, as always, join the Discord if you want to get updated. One more quick note, we'll be fully releasing all the cards that came before Professor Chaos. We're talking Swashbuckler, Brad, all those people. And I guess all the superhero cards. In the full release on Monday, September 2nd, which is next week. We decided that we were going to do this a bit earlier and move that to this Friday, August 30th. So they were going to do it Monday, but now it's 30th. So all weekend, you'll be able to get every card pretty much except for Professor Chaos from packs in your shops, all that kind of stuff. And remember to spend your Eternity Gems. They will be gone next Monday. So make sure that you get your Battle Pass finished up, and... or no, that was the last Battle Pass. Sorry. Make sure you get your packs bought up. If you have like 700, buy one more map pack, and you'll be ready to go. Join the Discord server. Blah 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 blah. All right, let's check out the comments. Are gonna be pretty nice this time, I think. Hi, Buck. Good to hear. There will be some card usage events, and the balance changes are nice. People hate token events, man. There are plenty other cards which could use some treatment. Okay. You don't make 40 changes at once. Unless you want bugs, you know. If they're making 2 every season, I mean, it's not a lot. But, you know, it's better than them dropping 20 in 1 month and then the game being unplayable that month. So I don't mind them touching stuff slowly, and then you kind of get a feel for, you know, when they touch it slowly, that means that that cards are going to stay that way for a long time. So if something gets overbuffed or nerfed or whatever, then that card either sees play or, you know, disappears. Like if Inkin gets re-nerfed and he's terrible, then, you know, the Inkin no longer is playable and the meta completely switches, and that stuff's kind of fun. I'd rather the meta change like less drastically, I think, as a whole, because when, you know, so many people were so upset with the common and epic and everything rebalance because it affected everybody drastically. When you make a change to 5 cards at once, that's so many people that could be really heavily affected by that, and that could cause some, you know, people, if those were nerfs instead of buffs, there'd be people in the comments here saying, oh, you nerfed my best card, you know, I suck now, blah blah, stuff like that. Make the loot in events better. I think event loot should be better, I agree. The last solo pack should be more epic space. Like, even at my rank, you still only get 1 epic. Like, it should be scaled a little better. Good to see an update with lots of info and detail of this week's events. Thanks. Well, Buck was on vacation. Now we're all just eagerly awaiting the Incan nerf. Reintroduce, you're welcome. Look at this fucking smug motherfucker. You missed. You didn't put a hyphen in a word. Cool. Cool. Let me guess, you're a mystical user. You've had it so good for so long, still have it so good. The minute Adventure gets 1 decent buff. And this guy, it's so crazy, man. There's people who are like, fuck Incan. There's people like, Incan's fine. It's crazy how fucked you are if you miss. Yeah, if you lightning bolt Pope and then that fucking Grand Wizard still shows up, I'd get mad every time. I would spend them if there was an uber cheap pack costing less than 710. Yeah, there was. You should be able to turn them into like coin or something like that. Remember people were in arms about Sam charge buff? Oh, remember when Sam did like 200 damage? That's all nice and dandy and all, but my account is still banned. Don't Jap 0005. Don't see how this could be considered offensive given the content of the game. That's pretty funny. Well, I mean, it's all about if it gets reported. If your name is Jap0005 and you happen to go up against 15 Japanese players and they happen to take offense to that and they report you 15 times, you're gonna get dealt with versus somebody whose name is Buck Juggles Big Fat Balls, because nobody's gonna report the name Buck Juggles Big Fat Balls, because even though it's possibly more offensive than the word Jap, it, like, to a person involved in the game, even no one's gonna report it. So it's all about who's reporting stuff. They don't just have people looking through names. Like, this is your Google Play name or your iTunes name. Like, they're not looking through the names and deciding what's good or not. Like, they're gonna trust Google Play to handle that, and iTunes to handle that at least a little bit. I don't think you can just like put the N-word in there. Maybe you could. All right, Buck responded. Fucking Jap is what you were banned for. Okay, to be fair, his team's name is FKN. But that's really funny. Well, the one card event you do has to be all terrible cards, so we have to grind awesome. Dude, I told you last week that if it was a card event, people would be upset that they have to grind the card events because there's bad cards. I fucking told you. Shouldn't be surprised, so many topics on this board talking about token events and how they're broken and in need of change, and yet here we are, another week down the line, you ignored everyone. What do you mean you ignored them? You did a week full of fucking card events. How is that ignoring the people saying they don't like token events, and then do a week full of card events? Well, you didn't listen to the people that are talking about token events. Maybe they're taking a week off of token events to fix them. Jesus. I'm just kidding. That was a decent comment. It's an underperforming legendary card. It needs a buff. I mean, it was an underperforming legendary card. I think this guy's tenses are messed up. I played someone with new kid name Cotton Picker 1488. That's just the random one Google Play gave him. That's nothing. Jap doesn't even have to refer to the Japanese. Yeah, it could be like, I don't know. I ran out. I don't know. I don't know anything. Token events are very hard for people who don't refresh packs. 100%. Jewish American princess. Oh, there you go. Incan nerf and everything is fine. Recently received a warning for 100% South Park character name. I see this and now am pretty sure there is an overzealous moderator with no knowledge of South Park lore. Dude. Why do people think that this game being a South Park game gives them the ability to do what Trey and Matt Parker have honed for decades? And they think that they could just, oh, I can make a funny, edgy name that's offensive to somebody, and they can't do anything about it, and I can't expect to maybe get moderated when it's my iTunes or Google Play name, which people could easily report you through that system instead of through RedLink system. Why do you think that gives you the reign? Oh, it's South Park game. I can be a prick. I can be a complete piece of shit to you because Cartman's a piece of shit. It just doesn't make any logical sense to me. Why? What? Oh, this community for WWE, it means we can beat up each other, man. It's community. What are you talking about? I can't suplex you? We're in a WWE Discord together, and you're saying I can't fucking choke slam you? What the fuck kind of piece of shit are you? What kind of overzealous moderator is telling me that I can't DDT your ass? We both love WWE. Why can't we fucking DDT each other through fucking tables? There's no logic to that, man. Look at this guy quoting 3 people. Thought he was gonna get away with that story. This guy's like all on the drama. He's like, oh man, he got fucked. Boggle's like, no idea what happened there. You don't gotta play. Now he's like stupid. God damn it. This is the same guy. This, and this is all the same guy. Oh man, what's up, Kasumi? Dang old moderators in here not letting us DDT each other. Trey and Matt Parker, the married couple that made South Park. Token events. That's why I want my family to put a bullet in my head the moment I turn 30. Me and Trey completely support euthanasia. You do realize that Mystical Adventure is the meta at High Legend, right? Incan level 4 is the most broken card since Satan. Is it more broken than Satan? No? Satan was fucking... Satan was the first card that completely changed the game. Completely changed it. There were people who didn't exist in the leaderboard, and then they get level 4 Satan, and then they're top 25 or something. Like, Satan was the biggest changer ever, and I don't think that's true necessarily of Incan. You can't just put Incan level 5 in a deck and win a game. You could just put level 5 Satan in a deck and win a game. Like you could play it. I mean, not like, you'd have to have like somewhat equal level cards, but you wouldn't have to have like all level 5 legends to win. If you have just Incan, you need stuff to support him. Like, he's gonna get you value, but you need stuff to support. He's a range card. I mean, Satan's a range card, but he was a fucking brick shithouse back then. So I think Incan's not as strong as Satan. Incan, you can possibly miss his blast. Incan is a tiny little bit easier to snipe. And Satan, no matter where your cards go, they're gonna be in Satan's range. Every range card is gonna be in Satan's range. With Incan, if you play him on the side, 2 of them, you can't hit both of them, right? So I think Satan was much harder. Much harder. Hey, what's up, Sneaky Crit? No, DSR is the most broke ever. Completely stops any push. DSR is very, very good. Very good. Oh, and Oh, and no, I don't play Mystic. I play Fantasy Adventure with Inkin myself. Who cares? Who cares? He posted 4 times. Jesus. This is the same guy. This is, oh my god. Jesus. I don't know what this means. What does this mean? Alright guys, we're gonna do it again. What does it mean? What does it mean? Alright, now we gotta go translation. Enter text. Boom. Horrible balance on Inkin. Makes sense to me. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Edit. Boom, boom. Pow! Oh, I didn't copy it? You suck. Pow! We did it. Changed horrible balance. Inca Craig when? Now Randy Sexy Nun was relegated and Papa Timmy has to be worth 7? I love it, Papa Timmy, every time, man. You like to fuck little boys? What? I want to spam, I was told there would be pie on every update post. I was told there'd be pie. I thought there would be punch and pie. Now, sneaky half HP should still be enough most times. Just can't play her into her. Same as Inkin, always best to spread out. Yeah. There's really no reason to go together anymore. No area of effect like Aura card is any fucking good. Just buff sci-fi in general or add a new legendary. Yeah. I know you're all about getting superheroes out, but damn. I mean, they could do 2 superheroes at once or something. The fact that there are a minimum of 4 topics on the board, all of which are regarding token events and how players are fed up with ridiculous long grind to get weak end of event packs, then don't do it, bro. They're weak. Why would you waste the time if you think they're weak? Players in those that's a you problem, homie. Players in those topics are saying that they're not playing as much because of it. It's fine. The token events in this game are broken for a number of reasons, but rather than trying to make them fair for the free-to-play, the greedy developers' choice to exploit the pay-to-win. I don't think that the token events are what's exploiting pay-to-win players, buddy. I'm sorry. No, like token events aren't making people who refresh packs more. They're gonna refresh those packs anyway. It's my initials, Jonathan Avery Prince. This is a goddamn storyline, dude. The story of fucking Jap, fucking Jonathan Avery Prince getting banned because his initials are a slur. That is so funny. How is that inappropriate compared to other people's username? Okay, I'm with him until he starts talking like, that's stupid and my ban should be lifted now. Fuck you, dude. Fuck off. If you don't understand that like kind of makes sense why they would ban you, put a fucking different spin on it or something. Make it Jonathan App or J Avery P. Javery Prince. Yeah, put Javery Prince. There you go. Everyone will be like, oh, Javery Prince. That's a cool name. What does Javery mean? And you'd be like, oh, it's actually my name. I don't fucking know. Your ban shouldn't be lifted just because you're talking like that. I mean, his name's Jap0005 right there. Like, ban him there. The fucking part of my username is abbreviation for the team. Yeah, everybody knows it, buddy. Good Sir buff, but the core problem cards are still left untouched. So another week of Witch Doctor token, which got nerfed and isn't even good. Fucking power bind him, you idiot. Sam, lightning bolt him, and get 1 tap on him. Inkin, pretty strong, but like play around him. It's not possible. Zen, I don't think he's a problem anymore. He's fucking annoying, but it's not like a huge big deal. Just 2 cards buffed? Yeah, bro, do you want a bunch of bugs or what? They've gone through that. Remember when they used to drop 12, 13 changes at once and we had to deal with a fucking shitty season? I'm okay with this. Someone tell Phone God that he forgot his stream live. Oh, is he just like watching TV or something? That's funny. There's a study on people with initials that were positive like God and negative like dog. People with positive initials were significantly more successful at... Oh, fuck. So I really shouldn't name my my kid Fred Allen, huh? Fred Allen Glanzer. Shouldn't happen, huh? Oh, look, playing events. This is the last 2 games. Opponent plays Staff, Zen 6, Medusa, Incan. Boring, unreadable game at that point. But if you would have played Staff, Hermes, Zen, Incan, Medusa, maybe you would have won. Level 4, Witch Doctor, Ninja, Medusa, level 5. I mean, Ninja is pretty sick. But he's been nerfed into... It's not like they're not trying to figure this balance out. And another loss to a Duff. Duff hand? What the fuck is a Duff hand? What does Duff mean? Is that a word? I've seen people with level 4 Incan and higher rec people. However, it's a legendary card and that high, I think that's where it should be. Okay, this guy's reasonable. The card I think needs a revision is Powerbind. I know it was up to 2 energy, but what I don't get is how he can stop Santa's charge ability. If Santa gets his ability off, a Powerbound unit should still get the charge. It would still be Powerbound after all. I just feel where Santa... I mean, I kind of agree with that. But I think that would be difficult to code. Like, very difficult to code. Zen is the biggest problem. That's what is allowing protection to everyone. Zen is the biggest problem. This fucking guy, that's the same guy. That's the same guy. Like, this guy has... Jesus Christ, dude. Don't you understand what forums are? If they had any reign on their forum at all, you would be kicked off of it. This is the most... This is the worst forum etiquette I've ever seen by somebody. God and Dog in the Fallout DLC, Deadman. Hi Buck, I tried sending you a PM. I was banned from the main Discord server, and as a paying customer, I would like to know if this ban is temporary or permanent. As a paying customer. You always have to quantify how important you are. Are you actually going to do something about giving us a place to play events instead of making people ruin their ranks? Dude, your rank, once you get your rank, you stay, like, it's capped, so who cares if you go down some. You get matched up easily. So if you take a different deck, as long as you don't get like your floor fucked up, if you take a shit deck, you go down 700 and you play your event in 14 games with your main deck, you should be back where you are, because you should probably win every game you play. I mean, the matchmaking can, you know, bump you up or down, but if you play people your rank and you're technically, and you claim to be playing lower than you should be playing, you should be getting 50-point wins constantly, and it doesn't take long to get back up. You see my streams when I'm playing my fantasy adventure deck and fantasy sci-fi, and I'll go from 8,000 to 7,400, and then I switch to my mystic adventure deck, and by the end of the stream I'm back up to 8,000. So it's not super difficult. You can win the lava card in the challenge, as was done with Professor Chaos. Can you, or you can? I don't know what she's saying there. I can stop Zen often with Dragon Slayer. That wouldn't be a great card. It wouldn't be a great card to play DSR against. And I also eagerly await the Ninkin nerf. Dragon Slayer Red and Bradley nerfs. I think Bradley's in a good spot. They could maybe make him 4 cost. Powerbind is great at 2. You can play tank with Santa's stats and useful knockback ability. What? A Kenny Rush? You're worried about your Santa getting Kenny Rush? Would you do it? I would. Same with Sam at 2 energy, and he's one of the less useful cards without his power. True. Sure, it messes up your combo, but it wouldn't be much of a game if the opponent had no opportunity to disrupt what you were doing. Yeah. Well, besides, even if Powerbind is a good deal at 2, what's the big deal? Specific counter cards should be good energy trades. Exactly. Purify counters 4 energy on a Ninja, I guess. 3 energy, maybe, or 2 energy. 3 energy? I guess how much would the body be worth? Apparently they didn't change that. Fixing the card description of Classy, her attacks don't triple, it doubles. It does triple, you dummy. Can't you do math? Yeah, do maths, bro. It's very simple. Let me guess you're a mystical user. Oh shit, logged in just to upvote this post. So half of these people are like, fuck you, my adventure deck's strong, and half of these people are like, fuck you, my mystic deck isn't strong anymore. Other bugs. That's great of you for to fix Professor Chaos. How about the bugs we've been complaining about the past 6 months? Maybe those ones are harder to fix. You didn't miss anything on the DSR event? It was yet another BS event where you don't even get the card advertised. Because it's a legend and it's like a 2% chance, if even. Probably 0.05% chance. Also, I don't see why your name would be offensive. I've seen people with way worse names in this game. But it's about identity politics. Saying Jap is worse than saying cunt or something. Pope is fine. He's 6 cost. Slow, weak attack, low health. Gets killed by level 5 lightning bolt, which is a rare. That doesn't make sense to me. People compare the rarity of cards and how they affect each other. It's like, well, lightning bolt is a rare, so it shouldn't be able to kill an epic card. What? Doesn't revive the proper card half the time. No, they're stupid. It works 90% of the time. Maybe like 10% of the time it fucks up. Or there's like 20% of the time where it reacts in a way that's known. Like if you understand how the card works and how it can possibly have mistakes, then you won't ever get the wrong Pope. Unless it's one of the 10% times where it's literally just like playing a card you don't even have in your deck. I've taken so many bars with just Pope yet left. Yeah, Pope barely survives and he's just sitting there blasting. I got a letter from the bank that because my property increased in value, I have a shortfall in my escrow account. To make up for it, I have to pay the difference over the next year and I can't afford it. What the fuck? My property increased in value and you have a shortfall in your escrow account? Your property increased in value before you finished paying for it, and so they're charging you more for it? You could do that? What's up, Shadow Tash? Have a good night, man. You scrub. That's funny, Cap. That was funny. Smoke scrub. Oh man, that guy's got smoke. Man, I wish I just had glands without the Z or without the E. Fucking bugs me. If you signed for it, yeah. That's fucking stupid. Oh, I guess that makes sense. If the escrow was paying the insurance, then yeah. They've nerfed Pope. Yeah, I wouldn't understand why you do escrow. Why wouldn't you just pay those monthly? Got gifted a sub to his channel even though I've never even gone to his channel before. May as well get use of his emotes. Most likely, Cap, what happens there is that you're lurking me or Roman or somebody and you get raided to somebody else and then they get gifted subs, and because you watched them for that little bit, then you are on the list. So if I have 10 viewers and somebody gifts 50 subs, those 10 viewers will get subs, but if they're already all subs, 50 people that have recently watched will get a sub. So if you've even recently been on the channel, like you could have stopped by for a second, been like, oh, this isn't Glanzer anymore, and then leave, and then the next morning you might wake up and you might have subs for them. I have an ungodly amount of gifted subs to me from just people who I don't know them. I've never been there. Let us hold your money interest free. A lot of banks won't let you since the housing crash in 2007. If they nerf Pope's revival value, they better raise his DPS. I could see that. Make him more of a threat as a body again. I mean, he used to be a big threat. Even now, Ninjude, he's not a huge threat. I mean, he is if he just sits there blasting people, especially since he can double shot half the time. But, I mean, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys. We got it, boys. We got it. So that ends week 35's weekly update. We've gone through everything except for one thing that we have left, and that is the question of the week. Now let me go ahead and pull up the question of the week here. I think I'm missing. Well, the question of the week last week was, what would a 0-cost neutral spell have to be in order to be playable, in order to be something that you could play? That wouldn't be completely broken or wouldn't be completely useless. So if you have any thoughts about that, if you didn't answer on YouTube or the other one, on whatever that other one's called, Facebook, if you didn't answer on either of those, you can answer right in chat right now. We'll go through a couple of the ones that people talked about. Hold on. Okay. Boom. I might have to move this one. I don't think I moved this one already. Let me... Oh. Oh. Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. I just want to crop the pics quick here, just to make it fit a little bit better. Do you see this or not? I might have to do it big and then scroll it. This will be fine. If I could get it behind the overlay, that'll help. Okay. A 0-cost card. 2 random characters switch health and attack stats for 10 seconds. Difficult to code. Too powerful. He leads with Grand Wizard. I lead with Ike. I use that and then I Aerostorm. I don't know. Nope, I don't like it. It does have to be. It does make sense though to be like a swap kind of thing. Like there has to be push and pull for it to be 0 cost. There has to be a push and pull to it. Now some card games do have 0 cost spells. Hearthstone does have a few, but they're usually fairly punishing as well as helpful. You usually have to kind of mitigate some sort of punishment in order to get value from it. Rick Stott, I think, has the only idea that I think would be really valuable. It's just an extra card. It's 0 cost, and it's purely there to shift the deck forward 1 cost. So the issue with that is cats jumping around or something. The issue with that is how do you level that card up? I mean, maybe you could start it at 7 energy and then every level you'd lower it down by 1 energy. I'm not really sure how you would level a card like that. But I do like the idea of just a card that does nothing and you just go in with an 11 deck, like an 11-man deck. And if that would benefit you to go in with 11 cards instead of 12, I think that's kind of interesting. Block a random card from your deck for 30 seconds, but insta-kill 2 enemy cards. That's way too strong, Pegs. Anything that only affects random cards or only affects affects everybody can always be mitigated. Like Cock Magic can only be played when the enemy's has cards on the field. So it can't be like 0 cost, everybody on the field takes 10 damage, because you could just play it when you don't have anybody on the field. Obviously 10 would be nothing. But I was thinking something like, what if it damages me? It damages New Kid to use this ability. So instead of using energy, you're using health to cast this spell. Now, if you do that, then it actually lets you get more value from that card because you're actually paying for it. Now, obviously something like that would be incredibly valuable with a card like Sharon, which can completely mitigate the damage that you're healing your New Kid. But maybe it could do a special type of damage. Maybe it could do wound damage that can't be healed. And once you do this damage to yourself, you can't be healed back up past that amount. So they could do something like that. But you could do hurt yourself 100, but deal 500 to them. Or sorry, not 100, but deal 50 to them. Or 10 to them. Like do something to you and do it 10 times more to you than to them, or something like that. 0 mana, the next card you play costs 1 energy less but the following card costs 1 energy, extra energy. Ooh, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting, because so you'd be playing and you swipe it out, then you swipe your next card, and then you'd have to be ready. That is interesting. Use half new kid heal to kill nearest enemy. Use half of your new kid's health. I think it'd be better, like, in order to kill somebody, it would have to take your bar. It wipes out your bar. And it would be effective because if I only have like 46 health, what if I have 46 health left? He's got Grand Wizard Cartman coming at me, half health. He's about to take the bar. He's gonna take the bar anyway, but I can kill him. My bar disappears. Hey, Bubs. My bar disappears, but then at least the Grand Wizard doesn't take 2. Did you fall off something? I heard you fall. He's a big boy. He's a big foley boy. Look at his little spot. Look at his little spots. Hey, what's up, J-Sham? Inkin should do wound damage with his bolt. That'd be sweet. There's no way you're getting a 0 energy kill something regardless of a consequence. Yeah, I agree. Like a phone self-destruct. Ooh, that'd be interesting if you could self-destruct a phone with like 3 times the explosion damage. That'd be interesting. Draw new cards in the hand, 5 new random cards out of the 12. That would be a viable imbalance since the card takes on one of your 12 slots. See, Frederick thinks taking a slot is a detriment, but in reality, having 11 cards could actually potentially be better. You could run more 2 and 3 costs then and really cycle. 1 cost neutral earthquake card, you have to shake your phone when you play it, and all enemies and allies get thrown off their typical path and lock onto new targets. That'd be pretty fun. Chicken now one-shots you, yeah. What if it was a forfeit? A forfeit card? Ooh, you play it and you give up? And then the game's over? The D-ranking card. Albus. It's a D-ranking card. See, minuscule, that's where like it couldn't be 0 cost because I could just only play it when the enemy has people. So what they should do is just like Cock Magic, you should lock Cock Magic where you have to have at least like one of your own players out there or half your players out there or something like that, where you have to force it to be a gamble. If that was the case where it's like damages everybody, you'd have to have at least like 2 cards out there or something like that, or else I would just use it when only the enemy has cards out, just like you do Aerostorm or something like that. Or not Aerostorm, Cock Magic, and then you get full value out of a card that costs 0. Albus, what the fuck? Prefer to think of it as our re-ranking from when I fly too close to the sun. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so those are the ones that we got from Facebook. The cycle card is an interesting concept. I think it would have to be worth 1, honestly. It would have to be worth 1 and then do something else. Like do a slightly different thing. Maybe you could pick your next card or something. That'd be pretty interesting. Logically, Aerostorm should damage everything on the board. Yeah, I agree, Born Stellar. They could do the same, the spell's neutral. I mean, I guess. Well, but then it would be like a card you'd want in every deck no matter what. Alright, let's switch to the YouTube ones. We got a few on YouTube as well. Zero cost neutral takes a card off the field. Take a unit off the field and the player in control of the unit gets the energy back. Probably not full amount. No, it would have to be the full amount. If it was worth 2, if it was worth 3, then yeah, you could take the energy away from them, but I could see that being useful, but the problem with that is that it's basically a Purify, and for Purify to be worth 2 and then for this card to be worth 0 do basically the same thing, because if you have like, think about having a Medusa that has double Ninja on it, you use that recycle card and then the Purify's gone, right? So I like the idea of that card for sure, but it would have to be worth. I love the idea of a recycle card. Like oh shit, like Grand Wizard Cartman's coming at me. I don't have Transmog in my hand right now. I'm gonna recycle it, and maybe the cycle card, instead of giving him the energy back. I mean, what if you give him the energy back when he's at 6 energy, right? So you use recycle when you know he's high energy and he gets the energy back, but he's already tapped at 6. Or he's already tapped at 10. Maybe it doesn't let him go to 12 or 11 or something like that. So that'd be interesting. Or it does give him it back, and then that person has the chance to quick fire 15 energy off or something like that. That'd be something interesting. Zero spell, slow down the field, both your enemies and the units for 10 seconds. That's just like I was saying. You could just easily avoid it by not playing your guys on defense there. That would be pretty good. If maybe... Nah, yeah, I just can't think of ways to make something like that work. 2 random characters switch health and attack stats for 10 seconds. That was the same one. That must have been the same guy. Or 2 people came up with the same idea. That one, it'd be really difficult to code. It would have to be forever. If you switch stats with somebody, it would have to be forever, or else the code could never figure that out. How are you gonna dictate how much health they have? Like if you go Grand Wizard Cartman to Ike, and then you switch to Ike, and then Ike takes 400 damage, and then it switches back. Is he dead? Does he die immediately because he has no health? Or like what would happen? I don't know. That would be too hard to code, I think. Would be in every deck, but every player would have to remove an important card from their deck. That's fair. That's also too easy to manipulate for 0 mana. Yeah. Powerbind for Death Wish, maybe? Probably would be too OP. Oh, that would be interesting. I mean, that would be just interesting if you could purify someone's Death Wish. Like if you use Purify on a card with a Death Wish, if it got rid of it. So basically what Purify should do is it should be like a silence as well, where it will just completely remove the card text from somebody. So if you got Slave out, boom, Purify the Slave, he can't heal anymore. He also won't use his ability. I think that would make Purify, it would have to be a 3 cost then, because that would be so punishing. You purify Medusa and she doesn't turn people into snakes anymore. You purify Marcus and he can't use his ability anymore. No, that would be too strong. Charges would still have to work. A 0 cost spell that banishes 1 card for the rest of the game, either yours or his, could work. Ooh, what if it's just a random card in both of your decks? No, that'd be too random, and people would be like, dude, I would have won, but the guy fucking neutral dark hold my lightning bolt, and then he played his mecha. Say drop a huge card, anyone would drop the weakest one and play it. Yeah, for sure. Sounds playable then. So there's some good answers this week. Honestly, got more answers than I thought I would for doing it the first week. I actually didn't take the time to think of a question this week, so I'll think about it before the video is up on YouTube, which I'll try to do early tomorrow, and we'll have the video in the description. The description will have what the question of the week is, so make sure you check out YouTube if you want to be part of the question of the week. I heard Cap has a neutral dark hole. Nothing neutral about it, baby. We know which way that swings. Lols. And we'll be talking about next week Team Wars and all that jazz on the next week South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update. Make sure you're there Monday 7 p.m. sharp. We'll be going through the dev update. We'll be watching some Team Wars games, and we'll be going through the Team Wars choices for that week, and looking at whatever else we might look at, talking about the question of the week, which will be in the video. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you comment. We'll be talking about it tomorrow, just like we did today. We'll get your little snapshot up on the big screen. You'll get your name on a Twitch stream and on YouTube. How cool is that? If you don't want it to be on there, sorry. I don't think anyone posting on these public forums is too worried about their stuff though. But yeah, that's it for the South Park Phone Destroyer weekly update.